But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's Jalen Warren getting his first carry. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Touchdown, Packers! Matthew Golden, 31 yards. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk,
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Now a run with Warren. Fights free at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 25-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here, as they've got it as we resume action. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Packers.
Love looking to throw it. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action. Love to throw. And it is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They have to be a little bit frustrated because this defense is doing almost enough, but not quite enough to get off the field. They force back-to-back 3rd down situations to start the drive, but can't come up with the key play defensively to finish things off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. In motion left goes Watson. Off the play fake, Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 10. And Watson has it right side. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren.
Complete to Jalen Warren.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Packers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, he shifts past him. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball, receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Play fake. Here's Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing. Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Packers. Luke Musgrave. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They'll run it. Warren. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
42-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Warren. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
That's caught at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Love from the gun on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to perhaps salt this one away. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Love. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find his man, Kraft. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Here's 2nd down. Now Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here. as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Smith to the air now. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's a gain of 2.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Smith on 3rd and short. Lobs this deep down the middle. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Into the house he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Touchdown,
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Going after for Boswell, he's up and good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
Jets, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Wangu now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Smith coming off that pick. Brought in right side by Sadiq. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
If I was scoring a football game like those guys score every single baseball game, I'd put a G by that completion. A G for guts. Because after you throw a pick, to come right back on the next drive and give your receiver a chance, that takes some serious trust.
2nd down throw coming for Smith. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
They'll run for it with Hall. And he's going to have the first down here. He got a pretty nice gain, actually. Only needed a yard. This drive continues.
A 7-yard
Well,
gain.
Brock, apparently they waited the distance to go against where they were on the fields. And they decided they were comfortable trying for it on fourth down.
Okay, I don't care if all you need is a centimeter to get the first down on fourth.
Yeah.
Going for it on your own side, that takes some serious bravery.
100%. First down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Those are just confidence builders. You know, as a play caller, you love being able to call a run play, see that line of scrimmage move, and gain some real positive yards.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. And go play fake here with Smith. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Jets. Kenyon Sadiq. And New York has its first points. On is Katie York for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7.
Kate York to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from MetLife coming right up. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. They'll go again with Warren. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Fourth down now, Rodgers. That finds Pittman, complete. And he will have them the first down. That is a 10-yard gain, paying off that 4th down gamble. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker. Yeah. That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Second down, it's Rogers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Hit there, and he's forced out. A gain of about 15 before it. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in your guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Warren here from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down.
Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Rogers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth.
Rogers.
And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end. Because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
It's Warren on 3rd down. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is good for a Pittsburgh first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Rogers set to pass. And he's got it. It's in close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Catch made. And in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Now Smith. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Smith back to throw. Looking underneath here for Hall. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Here's Smith. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A 49-yard attempt.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Warren once more. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was the former 2-time Steelers All-Pro, Minkah Fitzpatrick, making that play.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. A give here to Warren. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
If it's 1st or 2nd down, Kate, you don't really love giving up that many yards. But in that situation with a conservative offensive call, you do your job defensively.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Rodgers. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And now just outside the red zone as they come through on 4th down. Well, that was no guarantee, Brock, and it's a call I don't think a lot of coaches would have the courage to make in that spot.
No, I think that's right, Kate, but you also typically know what you're going to get defensively, and that's man-to-man in those short yardage situations, either 3rd or 4th, and they take advantage of it.
To throw, Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he gets home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, a 22-yard strike. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Wangu now to return. Oh, baby, he gets blocked, and the ball is out. And the fumble At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Kyron Williams on the return. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2.
Rolling on second. Stafford. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And he's going to have just enough for the 1st down. That throw was short, Brock, but great individual efforts. They've got a fresh set of downs. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. And already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Right side into the hands of Adams. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard
You know, for
line.
pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
The 2nd down throw from Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he drops it. Whiffed on his first target of the game. And what's worse, partner, that makes it 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Stafford gonna go on 4th. He finds Adams, complete. And the early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the 1st. This drive is going to continue. Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But, hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on 4th down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
Here's Stafford. Forced out to his right. That one complete to Whittington. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Stafford back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Stafford. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Stafford buys time, rolling right. Kept the play alive, and he finds a look. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Adams, a 6-yard score. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now Warren. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to... longer. So the
on
run
the
goes
stop.
backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
In trouble, and he's going to go down. Hit back at his own 9. Myles Garrett.
A big loss on
And
the
that
play.
brings up fourth and very, very long.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He'll start from the 39. That ball's out. Smith lost it. Oh, this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, and there's a problem.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Now here's Rodgers. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. The 40. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6.
Touchdown, Rams.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Mevis now for the extra point. This one is up, and it is good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Steelers, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Now Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers will look to throw. He gets it again to Freiermuth. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Rodgers set to pass. Taking a shot deep here. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Steelers. Jeremy Bernard in from 57 yards.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Williams on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. And that's going to be a timeout, Brock. Clock still showing just 10 seconds in the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Throwing now, Stafford. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Incomplete.
And we're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He rolls to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away. All right, so trailing right now. Looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
On 2nd down, Warren locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled on the play by Poona Ford.
Poona Ford on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Rodgers. That finds Pittman, complete. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
For a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
2nd down. It's Rodgers. And give him the 1st down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work,
Every defense will go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, unlike we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Rams' 40-yard line.
To throw, Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. Trucks a defender. And he's out of bounds to end that one. Now our attention turns to that penalty marker. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Pittman Jr. finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Top field position to start this one out.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Rams 1st down.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
He's got it over the middle. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Williams now on 1st and 10. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up. Here he is to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback. But on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They completed the pass, but they lost one on second down, so now they've got third down. Now to throw. Catch made right side by Nakua. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. To throw. Nakua's got it again. And it is an excellent decision to go for this. They convert on 4th and 1.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Two available for them as we approach the end of this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And second down only works out for a yard. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
Williams fields the pitch. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw it. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Rams make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind.
He's got it at the 30. And he will get this inside the 30. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Working on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Jones now to throw. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. Second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down carry for Taylor. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And it's going to be first down to Indianapolis.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Jones. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Man in motion here. Second down now, it's Jones. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Jones to throw. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around fourth down. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
It's a gain of 14
A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On second down, Rodgers escapes the pocket. Hits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just third down now.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second down, it's Rodgers. Can't connect on the short throw. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Hit in his throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. Third down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
4th down now, Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
31-yard line.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Warren here from the gun. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. Left side, caught by Metcalf. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that is good for a Pittsburgh 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, Rodgers. He brings it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman Jr. having a 14-play possession there with 6. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Doolin.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Jones. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
39-yard gain.
Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 39 yards.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. QB just nailed it.
Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Jones now on 2nd down. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Had a look up the middle. Trouble hanging on through that contact. That's going to force 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Now Jones on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers set to pass. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rodgers will look to throw. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that is good for Pittsburgh. 1st down.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made.